I have a hidden gem in East Charlotte that you've probably driven by many times. The Charlotte Museum of History, established more than 40 years ago, now is known for its living artifacts like the Alexander Rock House. But over the years, it has grown into a 36,000 square foot building that houses thousands of artifacts. The museum has renewed its mission to help Charlotteans understand a local and state history that now includes more diverse voices.
So the Charlotte Museum of History works to share the unique history of Charlotte in its entirety.
The Queen City's Museum of History is nestled on 8 wooded acres.
One of the core resources that we interpret here is the 1774 Alexander Rock House. It is the reason why we are in this corner of East Charlotte.
Circa 1774, the Hezekiah Alexander Rock House, listed on the National Register of Historic Places, sits in its original location as the oldest surviving home in Mecklenburg County. Alexander, an original signer of the state constitution, lived here with his family and at least 17 slaves.
We've had a bronze statue of Hezekiah for many years that his descendants put together to represent his history. Unfortunately, most of what we know about the people who were enslaved here was written by their enslavers, and so we are seeing it from one perspective.
Which is why curators are excited about a recent portrait interpreted by a local artist of Nance, a mother enslaved on this plantation.
To give her a face, to give her a presence in this space, when really all we know about her is her name and a few tidbits.
In recent years, the museum has intentionally amplified as many voices as possible to give more context to Charlotte's history.
To be able to give voice to the voiceless, to be able to tell the stories of people who were part of Charlotte's history.
This Catawba Indian pottery and oral exhibit highlights two of the longest standing cultural traditions in our region.
Another big piece of what we're doing right now with the Charlotte Museum of History is trying to elevate indigenous peoples and their story.
The museum's latest effort is a fundraiser to restore one of the county's oldest African-American schoolhouses, known as the Siloam School, and relocate it on this campus.
So you can see a bit of the historic Siloam School behind us, represented in photographs as part of this new exhibit that we've just opened.
The school, a relic of the Jim Crow era, where segregation dictated every aspect of life.
And we talk about Civil War, we talk about civil rights, but there's a big gap in the long march between those events in our history here in Mecklenburg County that we hope to be able to share.
And to check out the museum's online resources or donate to the fundraiser to restore the Siloam School, you can find links on our website, wcnc.com. You know, one of the biggest things that I took from this, that Siloam School, it's amazing that they're now tracking descendants whose trajectory, the trajectory of their whole family was changed because they were able to attend these schools.
That's so eye-opening.
Yeah.
It's like important information
It's
to have.
important
Really
information to have, give you a
see.
bigger picture of Charlotte and our history here.
Yeah, I love that. A good resource.
Yeah.